Hello guys, this is Modest Major here, and today I wanted to try a little bit of live commentary for a change. Now, the reason being is that I'm actually trying to learn keyboard and mouse a little bit better. In the past, I've really been put off of keyboard and mouse just because the skill curve, when in relation of like having played controller for like 5 years, 6 years, and then having to move to keyboard and mouse. I was too stubborn and too like prideful to like kind of face facts that I have to be terrible at keyboard and mouse before I get good at it. And it just felt like a waste of time for me. But now that Halo Infinite is like looming around the corner and we get the opportunity of playing it on the PC, and in general all these Halo games seem to release on the PC, it feels like a bit of a missed opportunity if I don't try and like put some effort into learning the game on keyboard and mouse. And to be honest, I already tried to record one just now, and I got a team of 3 betrayers. So this is take 2. Literally everyone on my team was betraying me. Like they would like do the classic, wait till you're one shot and then kill you afterwards, or throw grenades at you. Which, when I'm already struggle busting over here with how bad I am at the just like being able to use keyboard and mouse, it wasn't much of a benefit having people betray me at the same time. You're just picking on the inferior at that point. Um, However, it would just be a nice skill to learn. I actually did play what was it? Apex Legends. Apex. God, that sounds so wrong to me. Is it Apex Legends? It is Apex Legends, isn't it? I don't know, man. I haven't played that game in so long, but at the end of the day, I was playing Apex, and I did like spend. That's probably like the shooter I spent the most time trying to learn on the keyboard and mouse, and I got to a point where I was like, okay, but like it was never really like quite enough. Like my ego's big, so I wanted to be, good. Um, and there are occasions when I'm like playing against a sniper on, I don't really notice it with a battle rifle at all, to be honest, but when I'm playing against snipers on the keyboard and mouse, sometimes I'm like, dude, they just like have a straight up advantage over me, like in a big way. Um, and I know most people would say, oh, you don't notice it on the controller because the auto aim's so crazy, right? Which I get. But I've never been one for like discrediting, controller play. I've definitely played against people where I'm like on controller, it becomes more a matter of like consistency. I think anyone can really like land a 4-shot very easily, but it's more like, will you land it every single time? Will you land it under pressure? And it becomes more about positioning and like other things anyway at the highest level. And snipes can still be incredible to see people pull off and stuff like that, especially in like Halo 3, Halo 2 Anniversary. Like, I'm not going to play down the snipes. I think they're really cool on controller, and I think they can be on keyboard and mouse equally. Just my opinion, of course, but like everyone's entitled to their own opinion, of course. But nonetheless, I thought it might be nice to like tie it in to a series where I could learn. And I could talk about also like a debate I always am interested to hear you all guys' thoughts on. Gosh, I had to think about that one. Is whether or not you guys think like the keyboard and mouse split with controller is a good thing. Obviously they give the option for you to be able to play controller against only controller players, or keyboard and mouse against only keyboard and mouse players. And it's nice to see that option, I think. Like, more choice the better, sort of thing. But obviously you're at a bit of a disadvantage because you're going to have to slow down play times by, not being in the massive matchmaking pool. I mean, even when I did it, it's funny when I went to controller only matchmaking, I was like, I felt like I got against much harder players, which I think just by the nature of someone like taking it seriously enough to think, oh, I want to be in the playlist, I want to stop like having this disadvantage or having this other type of player here. There's probably a better chance that they're like on a slightly higher skill curve. That could just be a guess on my part, but it's just something I thought about. But I've definitely had moments where I'm like, would I prefer playing without keyboard and mouse players? Would it be like, does the snipe inherently, sometimes when I'm playing Pit, Halo 3 on snipers, I knew that thing was going to hit me and that was going to depress me. When I'm playing like Pit, Halo 3 snipers, I'm like, can I actually make it to their side of the map? Like, even if I have a sniper, it's just like they're going to twitch on me so quickly. And the no-scope factor on keyboard and mouse is just, It's just far easier for someone who's experienced with that sort of thing than a controller player. But then on the flip side, you know, a PC player might argue, well, I don't want to go against people who are just getting their controller to aim for them. And that's what that sometimes thinks about. I mean, if you think about, like, the beam rifle in Halo 4, that really does aim for you to an extent, like to a pretty large extent. You know, sometimes I've gotten no scopes where I'm like, dude, I wasn't even near them. Like, it just magnetizes to their head, you know, quite nicely. I'm not sure if, like, because it's bullet magnetism in that specific instance, I don't know if that works the same really on keyboard and mouse, but something interesting to think about nonetheless. But you know, like, to me, it would also be nice from that perspective to, like, have a handle on both, and then I can make a better informed decision myself. Like, because I only really have a good handle on the controller, you know, does that make, you know, perhaps my opinion is less informed as a result when it comes to discussing it and to understanding, like, oh, you know, like, what does it feel like to play against good controller players on a, you know, maybe you see the difference. I know what it feels like to play against a good keyboard player as a controller player, and you know, particularly, like I said, with the sniper, it can be frustrating. But then maybe I'd see more frustrations. Oh, wait. Oh, shit! What the fuck? Man, I haven't gotten an overkill once since I came back to playing on controller, and I finally get one, and it's on a bloody keyboard and mouse. That's pretty funny. Just lobbing nades. Yeah, I had gotten into Killtacular mode, and I wasn't even paying attention to the fact that I was far beyond the timer. Like, there's no chance of me getting a kill tag, but I was hungry. Yeah, I don't know. It's certainly like it's a relevant discussion, and I feel like it's becoming relevant in every sector of you know, gaming. It's not just a Halo thing right now. You could see the same arguments like taking place in Fortnite, for example. Like, you've got Switch compatibility, you've got PlayStation, you've got Xbox, you've got, like, everything on Fortnite, right? So it's certainly interesting to. Oh gosh, that was scary. It's certainly interesting to wonder, you know, as time goes on, are we going to see, like, controllers phase out? Are we going to see new types of controllers? Obviously, you've got that, like, new Steam console coming out soon. You know, we'll have people playing on a handheld Steam. Is that going to be feel broken? You know, is that going to be a controller that we need to qualify? This is actually a really close game. I'm surprised. I've kind of feel like I've pulled my weight here. Yeah, obviously the good thing is, even if my aim isn't that amazing, I have played Halo 4 so much that I know how to be in, like, the right position. I know when I need to run away. One thing I have noticed since oh, I lost that for us. That's kind of cringe. Feels bad, man. But yeah, one thing to consider really is that you know, with the I've completely forgot what I was talking about. I was talking about the different consoles in relation to it, but I think with the Steam console in particular, like, it's I can't see there being, like, an inherent advantage that's worth talking about to a massive extent. With, like, oh my gosh, they need to ban the Steam controller because it's got trackpads. I mean, I hate the idea. Like, I don't know whether to call them trackpads, but those I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's basically essentially looks like a Switch pad, except it's a little bit smaller, I think, and it's got, like, these, like, almost like with the PlayStation touch areas. Like, it's got the joysticks, and then below them or above them, it's got, like, these trackpads that you see, like, on the PlayStation. And to me, I've always hated using that kind of thing. But you know, on the other hand, there's some control types which have been described as, like, really good or really efficient, I should say. Like, for example, in Splatoon, a lot of people say that the Splatoon motion sensors are super efficient and you can, like, aim really, really precisely. And I never got that. Like, to be honest, I don't have the best spatial awareness in real life. I feel like I have pretty good aim on, like, a controller for whatever reason and good precision there. But when it comes to, like, actual, like, spatial awareness or being able to use motion sensor, I've always used them and always felt like I was way off in terms of what I was, you know, trying to achieve and calibrate to. Nonetheless, this has been Modest Major. Hope you guys enjoyed this little live commentary, and let me know if you guys have an opinion on the controller keyboard debate, and maybe I'll try and record a few more of these and improve my my game skills on the keyboard and mouse. Anyway, peace out.